Who needs skill when you got luck?
Howard should ask somebody to card the kid.
Nobody takes it better than Howard. Look at him. I give you credit, Howard.
You know it can happen, but it still rips a piece of your heart out every time.
The 2008 World Series of Poker, presented by Milwaukee's Best Light Bracelet Event.
Back at the Rio, an overhead look at the final table of the Milwaukee's Best Light No Limit Lounge. Chino Reams still the chip leader, but after that last hand, Howard Lederer and Andrew Roble have switched positions. Howard left with 150,000 chips. David Williams in second place.
David Magic Williams.
There are two Magic players there. There were three, but we lost one. There were three in a row.
Did you come from a town where there was more men than women, so some people got left out and had to play Magic?
Dave's girlfriend is sitting in the stands. Where's yours?
My girlfriend can't be today. She's at the Magic convention.
David, Bonomo, and Isaac Haxton all play a strategy card game called Magic the Gathering. On the right, David's girlfriend, Stephanie McNeil. On the left, poker player Evelyn Ng, whom David once dated.
Now that's magic, Lon.
How does he do that? Action on Howard Lederer. He has pocket fives.
Howard doesn't have any ex-girlfriends. He's been married too long.
He is going to raise it to 17,000. Roland DeWolf folds, as does our chip leader, as does Pat Peasant.
I don't know why you put on your sunglasses to look at your cards. I would take them off to look at my cards. But I shouldn't question David. He has a bracelet. I don't have one. And Eric Lindgren doesn't have one.
David Williams called the 17,000. We're still playing no limit. Bonomo folded. Roble gives up his cards. And so Lederer with his pocket fives against David Williams with Jack 10.
Do you have any pink chips, Howard? I can't see any.
Yeah, sorry.
Geez, when you're low on chips, the vultures circle your stack.
They sure do. All right. Here's the flop. It is 9-10 ace. Williams hits middle pair to take the advantage. Howard Lederer.
And it looks like Howard is about to get lower on his chips.
He'll lead out 28,000, a little less than half the pot.
And David Williams still eyeing his stack.
Oh, Howard representing that he's got something.
Williams, though, has something plus. He's got a better pair.
And he's getting good odds, but he folds it.
That won't go in David's scrapbook. I guess he put Howard on an ace.
So a nice win for Howard, whose game has taken a back seat to his duties as a founding member of FullTiltPoker.net. Perhaps this final table will kick off a return to full-time poker for the professor.
I can look back at the last couple years. Have I played my best? Maybe not. Probably not. I think having a lot of other stuff going on does take away from your game. Focus is so important. And I have found myself at the poker table not caring as much as I should about what's happening at the table. But at the end of the day, they're going to put poker player on my tombstone, not businessman. So I'm going to step away from a lot of those other things and I'm going to play a lot of poker.
Rebuy!
If you just measure it in the number of hands you played, there's some 25-year-olds that have played more hands of poker than me. But I feel like I have a well of experience that someone who's in their 20s simply can't have. I don't care how much you've played, you have to absorb that and integrate it into your life experience. And that doesn't happen at internet speed. Look, this could be the last bracelet I ever win if I win a bracelet today. But I think at the same time, I do have the experience of having been here before, so that's my advantage. It's been a couple years since I've been to the final table. I'm not going to beat myself up for it. I'm here today, and that's all that matters.
Howard says the trajectory of a good poker career is 40 years, and he's right in the middle of it. On the other hand, a good broadcasting career is 5 years, and I'm at the end of it.
The mixed event going on today. If you didn't make this final table, would you have played that?
I still might play that.
Oh, right. Gotcha. I like the optimism.
There is another mixed event starting up. Howard thinks he might bust here and be playing in that one. Roland DeWolf looks at Ace King. 28-year-old poker pro, used to be a writer. He was my pick for the main event last year.
I think he was the 7th player eliminated in the tournament.
Never play a hobgoblin out of position.
Okay, gotcha.
Roland still needling David about that card game Magic. Action now on Eric Lindgren. They've switched to limit hold'em. He's got King Queen.
Lindgren, 31 years old, no bracelets.
What could Roland possibly know about limit hold'em?
He calls the 18,000.
It's a fine question.
Howard folds his big blind.
He doesn't say one word, but then just wakes up to kick me in the nuts.
I would have done it myself, Roland, but I can't reach the final table from here.
If you were a better player, maybe someday. King hits both players. DeWolf's ace kicker is the difference.
I checked to the man.
I bet.
Okay.
Remember, it's the limit round. Right now, they can bet or raise $12,000. After the turn on the river, they can bet or raise $24,000.
Eric will call the $12,000. DeWolf with the advantage with that ace kicker. Turn card is a 5, misses both. DeWolf still leads. Lindgren checks again.
I bet.
It's $24,000 now after the turn.
In no limit, a big bet leads to a big decision. In limit, several small bets can add up to a big problem.
Lindgren makes the call.
You know, limit once was the game of choice before this beastly no-limit explosion.
And now with the river card, it's a queen, and Lindgren gets the check mark with kings up.
That's the only card he could hit to win this hand.
Bet.
DeWolf will bet. It's $24,000.
Raise it.
And a check raise from Lindgren.
Really?
Yes, really.
Really?
Yes, really. You just took a really bad one on the river, Roland.
In limit, though, he might pay to see it. And he does call. 2 pair for Lindgren, takes the pot.
Get on.
Thought I might have got lucky.
Yeah, you got lucky, Eric. And you'll have to get really lucky to win a bracelet.
Sorry, brother.
When's your limit hold'em book coming out, Eric?
Eric showed you how a limit player does it.
That's limit hold'em for you right there.
There it is. You see? You're right.
See, that was a valuable limit lesson about getting lucky on the end.
Eric knows you have to be in the hand to win the hand. Back at the Rio, Eric Lindgren visiting friends.
I'm in the zone. I knew my king-queen was no good till the end. That's pretty good.
You seemed a little, you seemed like you didn't.
I know that rolling.
Diamonds, 5 of diamonds.
What?
What? You know the question, Eric Lindgren. It's been asked 1,000 times everywhere you go. When are you finally going to win a World Series of Poker bracelet?
Not having a bracelet's not that big a deal to me. I don't take it as seriously as a lot of the people do. No, it's really important. I was World Poker Tour Player of the Year 2004. Won a lot of tournaments along the way, done well in cash games, but the bracelets always evaded me. The year Jeff Madsen won 2 bracelets, we got heads up, and I thought I was beating him pretty easily. I just hadn't set in my mind that I could lose. He won a big classic coin flip, and then he came on and played really strong and beat me. I was probably a card away at one point from winning that thing. I gave Jeff Madsen his 2nd bracelet. I'm a little older, a little more realistic now. I almost like when I'm not doing good better than when I am. I just start working harder. All you gotta do is put in more work. It's about competition when we come and play these things. I get a lot of crap from Phil Ivey, Daniel Negreanu, everybody on down the line. Even Gavin Smith, he doesn't even have one, and he gives me crap.
Gavin Smith.
Everybody teases me, and we all have a good time with it, but I can put an end to that today. I want the bracelet. You got it. I want the bracelet. Just got to bring it home.
All kidding aside, I'd love to see Eric win. For one thing, he plans to give the bracelet to his parents. For another thing, he might be able to pay off all his losing sports bets.
You know, you've got a pretty big fan base in the UK, Eric. What was it Mike Sexton used to call you? What was the nickname he gave you?
No.
You remember that? I know you remember that.
No, I don't.
You want me to remind you?
No? I do. I want to hear it.
American Idol.
That World Poker Tour came up with that. I don't think Mike Sexton did. Gloves are off now, Roland.
Roland used to write for a UK poker magazine. The first event he covered was Eric Lindgren's $1 million tournament win on a poker cruise ship. Pocket nines for Roland DeWolf.
Roland won a WPT title in 2005, then won a European Poker Tour title in 2006.
He raises to $24,000 with pocket nines. David Williams.